February, opened it up.
Spring, yep. And it was sad.
It was sad. I didn't make it.
They were frozen.
Yep. They had plenty of seed. And then
we thought we had bees.
We thought we had bees.
Thought we had caught some, but I think it was just neighborhood bees.
Right. So, and then we bought those that stuff from that young man who was getting out of the apiary stuff.
What was it? No, it was 2 10 frames and like 4 nukes.
All right.
And then we moved the nukes right away into...
Yes, because they were already bursting in the seams.
Right.
Then we got our first swarm call.
Yes.
About 10 feet up in a tree, and that was kind of cool. So, easy catch. And then we installed them in the laser hive, and and then we moved all those hives that we got from that young man into the barn, thinking that maybe.
Well, we tried 2 of them. The 2
10 frames.
10 frames we had gotten. We started out in the barn.
That's true, but they definitely
taking out that side.
Right. All those nukes definitely needed to be put in 10 frame boxes right away.
Yes.
They were just packed.
Yes, and he hadn't been in them yet for the spring, but they were going to town.
Yes.
And definitely needed more space.
Yes.
So even though it was still a little cold, so we did tape because they weren't propolized together.
Right.
So we taped them and... had our first
level 2 bee class. Open space.
Or egg grafting queen rearing.
Right.
Everybody got to take a turn.
Yep.
Which we've tried a couple times and it didn't.
Right.
We have not been successful yet.
Right. That's true.
But we ran out of time.
We did run out of time.
So we'll try again in the spring.
Right. Between the life changes that we had this year.
Yeah.
Maybe try a different method. Maybe self-punch instead.
You see it?
I got it, yes. That swarm was cool. That came from our hive, or one of those hives we got from that young man. It was fun to come around the corner of the barn and see them all at head height.
Yes.
Swarm!
And we had just checked it, and you know,
right?
I didn't see any swarm cells, but then there were like 5 or 6 queen cells in there, and we ended up putting those in a couple different hives.
Yes.
And this year was more self-guided.
More self-guided,
so
more hands-on with different people.
We had to meet criteria, so spending so much time with each hive type and number of electives and Do you try to find your queen?
Huh?
How often do you try to find your queen, or just as long as you see?
I try to find it every time, and I'll mark them if I see them. Now, if you see one in there, it'll be yellow, because I don't have a blue pin for this year, so.
Horizontal hive, which I think is a pretty cool layout.
Yes. I think is like the best of both worlds, the best of top bar and the best of layings, that you can use the laying equipment and still, you know, have it all in one layer for the, like the top bar. And that black pollen, was very interesting. I wasn't sure what that was from.
Yeah. You know, and doing foundationless this year after we had had Michael Bush come to the winter conference.
Or we identified with that.
We identified with that.
With Michael Bush's practical beekeeping,
Yes.
and use what you have.
Yes.
And that was definitely evident this year.
Yes, it was.
We were juggling the equipment that we had to accommodate getting that new apiary and
Yes.
having enough equipment to move them into,
Yes.
and still getting the packages from Craig,
Yes.
and waiting for our, delivery from Man Lake to get it all to
Yep.
come together.
Yep.
It adds $5 to the cost of the queen. After you've been shooting bees a while and know what to look for, it's pretty easy to spot the queen without the color, but it's much easier if she's got a color dot on her. What I'm going to do, put another brood bar in there. Yes. And the next step is very important. I'm going to let the queen out by removing this screen. And see where my hands are, right at the bottom of the box? It's important if you do it up in the top part of the box, she'll fly away.
North to Bernalillo, right?
Yep.
We're going to take this out completely because the bees will think she's still in there. We'll put this somewhere else. Bees will salvage the whole thing, and the next time we're in this box, we can dig that out and put it in the wax maker.
Yellow clover.
Ken Hayes' suggestion of the yellow clover is a great idea, so I'm definitely going to try that this year.
Yep, we're going to plant it all over our property.
Yes.
In the fall, he says. So, but his nukes that he sells.
His nukes that he sells.
This is the propolis right there. That's essential to the hive.
It's interesting how he runs his fingers through them. Bee water in the summer. That's where we move them.
Did we move them yet?
We didn't move them by
It's a
this
drone.
bit. Yep.
Oh, and our package C.
Yep.
Our hodgepodge equipment, because
Right.
we didn't have it yet.
Yep.
See, we had painted everything for that. We didn't. We
Right.
just didn't quite have enough when our packages got here.
Right.